The dedication of Elizabeth Barraza is mad real, because who about to be out at the crack of dawn in the middle of January, mind you, to host a garage sale? It's about 6:45 in the morning when Elizabeth is getting some things set up for a garage sale. Her and her husband are about to go on an anniversary trip, so she's trying to rake in a little extra cash if she can. Her husband Sergio says his goodbyes and leaves for work. And just 4 minutes later, 4 minutes y'all, a person pulls into their driveway, pulls out a gun, and shoots Elizabeth at point blank range. Welcome to the Red Lip Lab. But take your shoes off first, please. Thank you. Elizabeth and Sergio have been married for about 4 years. Their 5-year anniversary is coming up, so they're thinking Universal Studios, maybe even Disney World. And if you know anything about Universal or Disney, then you know that you have to sell your leg, your arm, and your firstborn. 3 days before the trip, they decide to host a last-minute garage sale so they can maybe get some money for some souvenirs. That night, they put signs up in their yard and, like I said, start getting some things together. It's around 2 a.m. and they're asleep. But there's a black Nissan truck pulling up into their neighborhood. They're just driving around. Then they drive near Sergio and Elizabeth's house and leave. Around 6 a.m., Elizabeth wakes up, makes a quick little run to Starbucks, and then comes back home. She goes outside and then starts setting up. My girl is on a mission, okay? About 45 minutes later, Sergio jumps into his work van and leaves. 4 minutes after Sergio leaves, that same little black truck comes creeping up the road. The driver pulls up and parks in front of the house. They get out of the truck wearing this long trench coat and start walking up the driveway. Elizabeth says good morning, but it's apparent that she doesn't know who this is. The person responds back. Then they pull out a gun and shoot Elizabeth 3 times. After Elizabeth collapses, they stand over her and fire the last and fatal shot. The person runs back to their truck and drives off. Now, this is where the story gets even more disrespectful. Instead of the person leaving the neighborhood, they decide to spin the block one more time, whether it's to make sure that she's really dead or just for their own sick and twisted amusement. I don't know. But regardless, it's distasteful. Elizabeth ends up being airlifted and put on life support, but she doesn't make it. A few days later, she's laid to rest. It's been 7 years and this case is still unsolved. But there have been some theories. Many people believe that Sergio may have put a hit out on her. They're finding it mighty strange that the killer pulled up as soon as Sergio left. People have also noticed some discrepancies in his interviews with Nancy Grace and other news outlets. Another theory is this: Elizabeth and Sergio were a part of this group called the 501st Legion Star Garrison South Texas Squadron. Try saying that 3 times fast. It's basically like this really big group that makes Star Wars costumes. Anyway, as it pertains to the group, like its actual members, people are wondering if someone in that group kind of became obsessed with Elizabeth. Maybe they started to develop some type of hatred towards her, then found out where she lived. And now, as for me and what I think, I don't think that her husband hired a hitman. I believe that whoever did it probably knew her, but she didn't know them. I think that whoever it was had to have some type of extremely strong animosity and hatred towards her, because that last and fatal shot was to the face. And I personally don't think that a hitman would do something like that. Like, they disrespectful, but still a little bit respectful. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like John Wick. Then again, I know absolutely nothing about that lifestyle. But like I said, these are all just theories. Elizabeth Barraza, as you could imagine, was a huge Harry Potter fan. She loved the Chicago Cubs, but not as much as she loved her little dachshund named Diesel. One of her greatest hobbies was making costumes, and apparently she was pretty dang good at it, because 2 of her costumes ended up getting approved by that 501st Legion Star Garrison, that group. And that ain't no small feat, because when I tell you that they be stepping, oh baby, they be stepping. If you have any information regarding the murder of Elizabeth Barraza, please contact the Crime Stoppers tip line at 713-222-TIPS. And as always, we send our deepest condolences to everyone that was impacted, and may Elizabeth rest in peace.